Let's be real. Who should pay this bill? Should it be this manly man or this beautiful woman having a fancy meal at this popular restaurant? And though it might not kill this man nor woman, its impact can be catastrophic and far-reaching. For whoever takes charge and pays what the restaurant charge, I would still be asking, who's paying? Yes, the waitress said $40 for the 12-ounce steak, but really, is that all it takes? Mr. Farmer's price of a pound of beef is a summation of the cost of labor, feed, health, marketing, ownership, other cash expenses, and also the cost of slaughter. Mr. Restaurant includes that price as a cost, along with shipping cost, preparation cost, and overhead cost to come up with the $40 price per 12-ounce steak on his menu. But frankly, that price is untrue, because there are enormous hidden costs that are rapidly taking their course, which is why I keep asking, who's paying? You see them cows bellowing in the distance, strolling the vast lands, chewing grass until they pass a gas called methane? Well, what's insane is that this is a potent greenhouse gas that warms the globe 28 times faster than that produced by cars and planes. So while it might not be much of a stinker, it is an environment killer. Look, the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations say livestock on a whole is responsible for 18% of the greenhouse gases that cause global warming, and cows alone are responsible for over half of that. And hear that same organization say cattle ranching is the primary reason for deforestation in the Amazon today. When you combine those effects with the CO2 released from all the burning of fossil fuels, along with our plastic crisis, man, you have an entire planet literally on its knees. We love steak, well now our life is at stake. You don't see the place getting hotter, hurricanes getting stronger, bushes are burning, sea levels rising, look species disappearing, look ice melting in the Arctic, and some watching like it's me that's sick when I say climate change is real. But my brother, did you feel Maria, that monster hurricane that flattened my country Dominica back in September 2017? Man, that was something. We were known as the nature island, with lush green forests covering our entire land, but in a matter of minutes we were reduced to desert land, like as if a nuclear bomb had landed. That year it was 3 Category 5 hurricanes, back to back to back in the Caribbean. Now 2 years later, here comes Dorian. All across the globe there's a great increase in extreme weather. Torrential rains have triggered landslides, flooding, killing over 1,000 people and affecting millions in Bangladesh, Nepal and India. Canada is getting hotter and wetter. With rising sea levels, flooding and water contamination, the Marshall Islands is under serious threat. And how worse can it get? It can reach home on every doorstep. Remember, I kept asking, who's paying? Well, as things stands, it's the children, the future generations of the world. Without geographical boundaries, I mean each and every boy and girl. Mother Nature has been tolerating our irresponsible use and abuse of this planet, and with recent changes in climate, she's simply reminding us of our debt. So we must start to repay before we are made to regret. Please, let's do our part out of the goodness of our heart. Let's pass on a world to our children that's not falling apart. My little island Dominica is trying to put in place measures that are cleaner. A few cities like Vancouver are already implementing strategies that are greener. But collectively, we need to do much more to save our world. So let's start setting and executing more green and sustainable goals. Develop clean energy and farming techniques. Influence politics. Explore agroecology. Manage natural resources responsibly. And I must attest, we can consume less. So for once, let's be wise. Before Mother Nature leaves us a bill so big, our children have to pay with their lives.